Okay, Brian, we're going to take a peek at your golf swing. I believe the right side is the very first picture you took with Richard. And I think you've made some changes. Obviously not as fast as we want and not getting the results on the golf ball you wanted, but there's some pretty big changes here. So, first swing, right-hand picture. We talked about a lot of movement of the arms and hands before the body starts to rotate. And club goes behind you a little bit. We'll see that from the other angle, but pretty long. This is the last thing we did with the little drill, the preset drill, where we match the shaft of the club to the spine, and we get you to turn behind the golf ball. So drawing a line here, haven't gone all the way behind the ball, drawing a line here, much more behind the golf ball. But more important for you, and the flexibility or lack thereof, is that we put the golf club in a much better position so that we can get the golf club to come directly down to the golf ball. So, again, just from that position, if I drew a line straight down your arm, oops, sorry, let me do that again. Just going to lose the whole, put that back up at 90. So if we drew it straight down your arm, you see at that point the club head's already ahead of the hands. This hand here, this left hand, is pretty close to the line, and it's probably just a smidget closer here, but I can't get them both in the same position. But almost in the same position. I draw a line straight down your arm from the shoulder down through your hand. You'll see how the club head is much further behind the line. Now ideally we'd like it when the hand gets to the ball, even there, that's better. I can't match the same picture. Okay? We're broken down a lot more in this first picture here than you are in the second picture. You're still broken down a little bit, but not nearly as much. And I contend that in order to get the golf club in a better position at impact, where your hands are leading the club head, into the ball, you're going to have to shorten the backswing. So a lot of this little drill here on the left, where we can get you in a much better position at the top of the swing. We've got to get you to turn behind the golf ball, but have a lot of width on your backswing. A lot of width on the backswing. I keep this foot on the ground. And you do it great when you're not going to hit a golf ball. So there's a position that we kind of like. Will you ever achieve this position? Maybe never. Maybe never. The closer you get to it, though, my belief is the better you're going to hit it. So those are ones we call fake because you're only going backwards, but we know we can get there. We do that every time when we're not going to hit the ball. I think this next one, you hit the golf ball. All of a sudden, well, that one wasn't bad. That was a little longer. So that one was a little bit better. Still threw the club out a little bit, though. But that's something that you're going to work a lot on, is getting that golf club in a much better position at the top, and that should help with the through swing or the impact position. Again, you've got to drill that backswing. Take thousands and thousands of backswings only, that preset drill. Remember when I had you cross your hands, set up without a golf club in your hand, let your hands hang down, and then put your right hand under your left hand and turn backwards. So the arm's parallel to the ground, parallel to the target line, so you can start to feel that shorter position on the backswing. It's going to take a lot of work to do it, though, but I enjoyed working with you. I'm going to pause you for a minute right now, and I'm going to try to find Michael and throw him up here on the same video. Okay, Michael, we're going to look and see the difference between the left-hand picture and the right-hand picture. Obviously, the left-hand picture is the newer one. We got your feet a little bit wider. We got you in a better position to make a powerful move at the golf ball. The thing that we really worked on, there were basically two things. The first thing I'm going to show you from this angle is we can see how the hands start right. The hands start right here. And as you swing backwards, your hands go forwards and the club head goes backwards at first. And we get really, really long. And that's because you want to make it go really, really far. We still have the issue with the hands there. But we get it a little bit shorter. We create a little bit more width in the golf swing. A little bit more width in that position there. Here we haven't turned much behind the golf ball. Here we've turned a lot more behind the golf ball, which is what we're after. So that's going to be really, really big for you right there, is making that backswing a little bit shorter. But probably the most important thing for you to work on at first is in this right-hand picture. Beautiful setup. Magnificent setup from this angle. But what we have, again, if I drew a line straight down the hands, we want your hands moving along that line as they come backwards, and we see yours go way out, away from your body, and we roll the club face, what we would call open, because at this point, at about parallel to the ground, we want different color. We want your spine angle and the club face angle to be going the same direction. And yours is way opposite that. So what we did is we try to make the club come straight back without breaking your wrist at first, if you remember. And then the foot joy on your glove right now is facing the sky. At that point, I'd like it facing down a lot more, so that the face of the club, if I did it in orange, should look a little bit more like that, as opposed to like this, the yellow line. So that's going to be really huge for you. Kind of straighten up a little bit and get a little bit taller. Not too bad. Bring it down pretty nice. And come out of your posture again when you want to hit it. But again, at 12 or 13, you want to make it go farther with your hit it farther so you can keep up with your buddies, and that's going to be a problem. I think fix the length of the backswing, and contrary to popular belief, you're not going to hit that ball any shorter. And probably the biggest thing, so we can get the golf ball going straighter, is we've got to stop getting the golf club into that position at the top. Bring your hands much straighter back, and make sure that the club face is pointing right here where my cursor is, should be pointing at the ball for a lot longer so it doesn't get rolled open. Work on those things. You're going to be a great little player. So I look forward to working with you again.